Hello members, welcome to OptionsTradingClub.com February 2010 report. In this report, we're going to talk about call options, and the stock in focus as example is Baidu.com. And you will see charts of what has happened the week of Baidu's earning. Let's quickly glance at the disclaimer. And then let's take a look at Baidu's chart. Baidu announced earning after the bell on February 9th. The stock actually exploded the next day as Baidu had a more than 48% growth in their overall profit. So let's see if you were to get into the trade any point before the close of the bell. As you can see, the stock actually dipped below 440. So if you were going in, towards the last minute of the closing bell, you could have got the stock for maybe 440. And then let's look at the close of date prices on that date, where the stock traded just around 440. So if the stock is around 440, this is the strike price we'll be looking at. You see that this is the last price, and then this is data that's actually pulled from Yahoo Finance. So you guys should be able to see something like this if there's a backdate capability. But that was the day that I took a screenshot of it. And then there's decent volume that people bought into this contract for that particular date. So 2,000, 1,000, 1,000. And keep in mind, every contract leverage 100 shares. So let's move on to some of the four strike price that we're focusing on. So if you were to go in, let's just pick the medium one. If you were to pick the 450, the 1 day volume will be 1,672. That's the actual contract exchange on that day. $11.50. So one contract leveraging 100 shares would have costed you about $1,150. It's a hyperactive stock. So if it went on the opposite direction than what we had anticipated, you would have to lose. You would use maybe like lost $700 as a stop. But again, you could lose up to all the principal that you put in, which is only $11.50. If you were to invest in stock at that point, 100 shares would have cost you $44,000, which is a much bigger risk exposure compared to $11.50. So let's take a look at what happened. Of course, you saw the chart. The chart opened higher than the very next day, and then it continues to jump from there. So if you look at, if we hold the positions for 3 days after the close and then sell them right before the close on Friday, then this is the numbers that you will see. So not a whole lot of volume, not a lot of people selling it. Maybe they sold it already. But if you were hang on to this position and sell it on Friday, this is the ROI and also the gains that you would expect. So the $20 investment could turn into $35 profit. This is your actual ROI. So the $16 will turn into $48. Your actual profit is $38. And then the one that we picked for strike price of $450 at $11.50 would turn into $38.60. So that is a $27.10 profit. And remember, there is 1,672 contracts exchanged on that date. So that could have meant a potential profit of $4.5 million in just 3 days. That's worth of these contracts. So that's more than 335%. And then if we were to invest this in stocks, you could look at that stocks would only yield 10%, while this particular strike price would have yield 335%. So if you were to buy stocks, obviously your actual net profit is a lot higher, which is $4,800 compared to our overall net profit, which is $2,710. But hey, again, only $1,150 risk, and $2,710 in net profit. I would take that any day because I have a smaller risk exposures and a greater ROI opportunity. So this is the reason why traders love to play call options, is to really be able to leverage on leverage the same movement, be able to get in on these type of plays when they are available, and then be able to minimize their loss based on the only amount that they put in. So if you like these contents, obviously I'm planning to create more and more to share with you guys. So stay tuned, and remember, this is a stock that already went up more than 12%. So don't chase. Always wait for a pullback. Then if there's similar opportunity in the future, trade with your own discretions. This is just a informational fact training. So if you wanted to trade, please make sure that you use your own judgment. So take care, guys. I'll create another video so you guys could check them out and learn various strategies, and hope you prosper. Take care.